and welcome to the Coach's Corner. This is our segment each week where we honor the offensive and defensive players of the week. This guy should be no stranger sitting next to me over here. I think it's the Tyqwon Booker Show tonight. You're my co-host, or maybe I'm your co-host on here, but I think this is his fourth time coming down the Sugar and Spice. They know him well. But you didn't eat anything tonight, though. So I would have. If I were you, I probably would have jumped all over that, though. But you said you'd already eaten those. So, what is your favorite thing to eat here when you do come?
The grilled chicken sandwich.
Okay, all righty. So that you can't go wrong with anything that they have there. So, but coming into the final game of the year, I think I saw somewhere, and again, you may know better than I do. I think you had a grand total of 165 carries for 962 yards for an average of 5.8 yards per carry and 106.9 yards per game. Does that sound pretty accurate right there?
Yes, sir.
Tell me how your season's gone.
Way better than last year. I feel like I've put more effort into my runs than I did last year. So that's good.
How big has it been for you? I know going into the season there was, some talk about you changing positions, maybe getting you back on the defensive side of the ball more because you were your sophomore year, you led the team in tackles over there. But once you got settled back into where you want to be, how much more comfortable have you been once you became the feature back again?
Oh, I was good. You know what I'm saying? I felt great. So I ain't got to do all that moving, remembering stuff. So you know what I'm saying? I just played my spot. You know.
Okay. One thing that I was just telling Coach Fleming, I've been impressed with you that I've seen, a lot of high school backs run over my years, and this is my 20th year of broadcasting Broome football, but I coached football for many years before that. But I think one thing that you do that a lot of backs don't do, you do a good job of getting a feel. You see the big picture, you see the whole, but you give the lineman time to make the block. So many times a running back gets the ball and he beats the tackler, the blocker to the hole, and doesn't get the block he needs, and at the same time it's a traffic wreck that you get both of them getting there at the same time. But how have you learned to be effective doing that on setting your blocks up?
Um, the main thing is the one thing Coach Farmer from last year. The main thing he told me was follow your blocker. So that's every play I gotta follow my blocker. Is just that's something I just overplay in my head.
Just
Follow your second blocker.
let them do their job up front. That's their job. Let them do it and get that block for you. Now, you've had 13 touchdowns. You said what your goal coming into the season, how many did you have last year? Single digits, wasn't it?
Ended it with 8.
Okay. And you said this year, I think early in the year, was it 12 or something like that you had? And so you've already topped what your goal for that was, and you said you're shooting now, which you said another one. You got 13 now, and would love to try to reach 20. Would be that though.
Yes,
So that would be good too. You've had 4 100-yard games this year, and I think you've had 200-something yard games too, though. So, but along with carrying the ball, you caught 17 passes there. So, how do you like being a target coming out of the backfield to throw to?
I just love it, you know what I'm saying? I just like touching the ball. I just like getting the ball to me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody always gonna think the ball gonna go to me, but you know what I'm saying? You never know.
Okay. A lot of people are talking and wondering right now too. Update us a little bit about that. We think you've got a chance to play at the next level. Just tell us a little bit about schools you've talked with, and some of the things going on with your process of the possibility of playing at the next level.
I've been on multiple visits. I've been to NGU, Newberry, Benedict. I've been to PC. Very interested in PC. Tennessee Tech, interested in them. But went to Gardner Webb the other day. You got a lot of options right now, but I want to go me personally, I want to go where they want me. I don't want to just go
Okay.
somewhere. So
Go to be going.
yeah,
What are you looking to major in when you go to college?
sports medicine.
Okay, that's right. That's something good right there. You can go be doctor on Jameson then. How's that? Askins, he wants you to set his arm for him. Well, you got to see firsthand that arm the other night right there when it was broken like that, though. So again, it's I think it's great. I think that I've always told my players when I coach that make your senior year your best year, and I think you have done a great job of doing that this year, though.
Thank you.
So tell us some of your short-term goals here on these last. You got last regular season game this coming Friday, and then we start the money time where we get into playoffs the following week. There, what are some things you'd like to accomplish here before the year's over?
Just finish my personal goals. Finish team goals. We haven't beat Chapman in I don't know,
11 years.
Yeah, so that's the team goal right there. Have to accomplish that. Broome hasn't been out of the second round for I don't know how long. So at least what I'm saying, team. That's another team goal right there. At least get the third round. So it's still some little goals we got to get through.
Okay. When you come back, I'm working on my 50th high school reunion, 50 years. When you come back 20 years from now to Broome for your high school reunion, how do you want to be remembered? What do you want to be remembered by what you did at Broome High School in the football team?
Just the athlete. Just,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? Just a go-getter.
A guy who went out and gave his all. One of those guys. Okay, so that's your legacy that you want to leave behind, and that's a good one right there. All right, I dug up a few questions for you right here. Are you usually early for practice or late?
Early.
You get there early. Okay. What is your favorite drink to drink?
Sweet tea and lemonade.
There you go. I'm an unsweetened. I used to be sweet tea, but I'm diabetic, so I can't do that anymore. I have to go with unsweetened now. What do you wish you knew more about? Anything? Is there anything that you would want to know more about? Probably be the medicine part too, being sports medicine, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What's the best thing that happened to you last week?
Like game-wise? Or
anything that happened to you last week. What was the best thing that happened to you anywhere last week?
When I woke up and my leg wasn't swollen no more, and I was like, oh, I can
and
play.
you were able to play.
Yeah.
That was good. A lot of the Broome people felt that way too. That was a good thing for. What's the best way you start the day? What do you do every morning to start the day to get it off to a good start?
Play a song.
Okay. Do you play the same song?
Nah, it's just a different song.
Okay. All right. What job do you think you're really good at?
Running the ball.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. I'm trying to get in some other ones here. When's the last time you climbed a tree?
I don't even know.
I climbed one last year to put Christmas decorations in it there, though. I had to think about that one, too. Okay. What do you do to get rid of stress and anxiety? You have anything you do personally to help you get the stress and anxiety off?
Just sit back and relax.
Okay. All right. Is there any place you go or anything you do that helps you to do that?
No, I just got to sit back, relax,
Okay. Superpower. What would your superpower be if you had a superpower?
Teleportation.
Okay. All right. Somebody came up to you and told you, I've got a check for $10 million. The only catch is you got to spend it all in 30 minutes or you don't get any of it. What would you spend that $10 million on? You got 30 minutes to spend it all. What you going to spend it on?
Get a house.
Okay, a house.
Split some of my parents.
Okay.
Buy a car.
Okay.
Put some up.
Okay.
Go invest in something.
Okay.
I like buy a lot of shoes to resell,
Okay.
and then
You could probably buy a couple of houses.
yeah, a couple
And
houses.
I'd probably buy a boat, a yacht, and all kind of
Yeah,
stuff there. I would have fun
buy an
trying.
island.
You could get any car you wanted to, or a whole fleet of them, though. Okay with that too. All right. Speaking of things? What's the best thing you've ever bought before?
Best thing I ever bought.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Okay. Was there any purchase you've made that you really, really enjoyed?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. What's something in life that you want to do before you leave this world? What's something that you really want to do sometime? Doesn't necessarily have to be now, but sometime before you pass on that you want to do in life.
Go jet skiing.
Go jet skiing. Okay. All right. Let me jump over real quick and see a few things on this other flip side over here. Some either ors. We all know who's going to be talking captain on Friday night.
I don't know.
We all know what we better call, right? Okay. Would you rather skydive or scuba dive?
Scuba dive.
Okay. I ain't getting in no plane. I ain't going up in the air somewhere like that. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Would you rather be able to fly or be invisible?
Fly.
All right. Let's see. Would you rather have a seat by the window or a aisle seat?
By the window.
Okay. Do sandwiches? Would you rather have sandwiches with crust on it or without?
Without.
Breakfast or brunch?
Breakfast.
Okay. Let's see. Would you rather have hot cocoa or hot cider?
Hot cocoa.
All right. Let me see if I got anything else on here that like I said, I'm having to go through. Would you rather be tickled or told a joke?
Told a joke.
Okay, I don't like people trying to tickle me. Are you a boxers or brief guy?
Boxers.
Okay. Talking babies or talking pets?
Talking pets.
Okay. I was going to ask you, would you rather learn a foreign language or would you rather be able to talk to your pet?
Be able to talk to my pet.
I do too. I want to talk to Dolly. You know, you need to tell your mama Dolly's is on the injured list now. Dolly got hurt a weekend before last. That she was running and her knee popped out of joint. So she is on the disabled list right now. After touchdowns, she can't run. The doctors won't let her run. She's having to kind of take it easy, though, but she's getting better, though. But I would love to talk to Dolly sometime. That would be fun to talk to animals and be able to hear back from them. Well, you've handled the new questions well, and I'm not going to sit here and grill you over and over again because I know you got things to do. What time do you usually get up in the mornings?
School week, like weekdays, probably like 6 o'clock, 5.
Wow. Okay. What time do you go to bed at night?
Like yesterday, I went to bed at like 8 o'clock.
Wow. I think I'm on the opposite end of that spectrum. That I'm doing good if I get up by 10, and I'll probably be up till about 2, working on stuff.
Yeah, but that's how it was last night. I went to sleep at 8.
Uh-huh.
Woke up at like 1. I just couldn't go back to sleep.
Well, I was up partially till 2 last night, working on new questions I ask you and Asher, so that y'all know all the questions here, though. But I find lots of times, me personally, I go to bed late because it's the only time after my wife goes to sleep and everything that I can just sit there and relax. Like from 12 to 2, I sit in a recliner. Sometimes I'll watch TV. Sometimes the TV's not even on, and I'll just sit there and work on processing this stuff and all. So that's just kind of what we're doing. All right, you got 4 of these things. You still got a couple more chances. Do I hear 5? Do I hear 6?
Yes, sir.
Well, congratulations. Keep up the good work. I'm looking to see you go over 1,000 yards if you haven't already done it, according to this, on there too. And look forward to seeing y'all get the monkey off your back against Chapman.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Good luck. Hi, I'm Coach Dick Cox, and I just want to take this opportunity right now to extend an invitation. If you would like to help us out for the Broome Centurion football playoffs, we finish up the regular season against Chapman on Halloween night, but we will be starting the playoffs the following Friday night, and we are needing broadcast sponsors for the high school league playoffs. The high school league charges us an enormous fee to broadcast, to live stream, video stream these games, and just our expenses are so high that we cannot actually do the broadcast of the games unless that we can get some help from our sponsors, though. But it is, if you can get in touch with me either by emailing me at coxsportsbroadcasting@yahoo.com, or if you are a Facebook friend of mine, you can direct message me. But we are desperately needing sponsors to be able to pay the fees that we have to pay and the expenses we have to pay to broadcast the playoff games for the Broome Centurions. Thank you. We appreciate you following us this season and appreciate your help and support. But if you can help us again, sure would appreciate it. Thank you and have a good evening. Bye-bye.